is never going to reach you to begin with, because you're in like this grace period. You're in this waiting period. I mean, and it's a lot of us. It's I'm trying to tell you, it's like majority of guys and goddesses. These motherfuckers is going on the moon, doing all this voodoo and extra shit. They getting eggs beat. Really. Because it's whatever they send out instantly go right back to them. Anybody that's doing anything that's dealing with judicial, God Almighty done place their energy out for them to get the max. This is shown as one of the most vicious, WARS that God Almighty, did. Because all of these people are getting the maximum karma. Like, you're gonna hear about books how whole bloodlines got wiped out, how certain people went to prison, the dungeon, whatever you want to call it, the underworld. Like, I'm telling y'all, they did black magic, like they doing shit during Ramadan. That's why I'm telling you why Mother Earth is fasting. All of this shit. I'm not making none of this stuff up, y'all. Where the fuck would I like? And let's say I was making this stuff up. Where the fuck am I pulling this shit from? Where? It gotta be coming from a higher source. You hear that wind blowing? I'm telling you, God Almighty is not playing. This shit gonna go down in the history books. You're gonna be hearing about how the water washed out a lot of people, how the fire burnt a lot of people. God Almighty is fucking them up with natural disasters. I told y'all, it's fire, water, air, earth, all of this. Motherfuckers is going to be sitting in dungeons and prisons to be slaves. Like, they've been doing voodoo spell work under people that's under a grace period. That's why you sick. You was out there, thought you were putting spells on fucking Timmy, but the whole time you were putting them on yourself. Cause Timmy ass is in grace period waiting he plans. His ancestors is making sure that you get fucked up by any means. And the people that's in the grace period, they vibrate high. These ain't no low vibe. These are high vibe people, meaning these are motherfuckers that stuck to the script. And what I mean by that is they kept God Almighty during Uno and they stayed their authentic self. Granted, they could have had good days, they could have had bad days, but they kept number two together. So that's why they in this motherfucker. People that be anything outside themselves is not sitting in no fucking grace period. I do not want you to, if you ain't being your motherfucking self, true to yourself, do not pump yourself up and get your ass into a funk. Your ass is definitely not in the grace period. The people that's in the grace period that's waiting are people that are connected to God Almighty and being their authentic selves. Because you could get in your head today, but then get your shit together on Friday. You feel me? It's different things that you could do. So with that being said, if you stay true to number one and number two, your ass is in a grace period. So I wouldn't worry about anything. Here they go. Here they go. Yeah, I'ma have to title the lives part one, part two, part three. But y'all see how they been doing. Little fuck face weasel. And then there's been people that's been trying to book readings and shit, right? I told y'all when they can't fuck with my money, they're trying to stop me from getting a reading for people that be booking. This girl, she told me, well, she got a reading for Friday that's coming up tomorrow. She booked the reading and she gonna tell me when she clicked on book, it sent her back to her own Facebook. And I got that shit in my inbox and I screenshotted it. It's why I'm telling y'all, like, like, what are the odds? What are the odds of this shit happening? The reason why I'm telling y'all this is because when 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 somebody try to cause you harm or try to stop you or block you, God Almighty is for you. Know the difference. Remember, Satan is not gonna save nobody. Trust me. Look at your fucking supposedly enemies, the people that dislike you for no reason. They're not getting saved. You are. That's because God Almighty fuck with you. Only God Almighty is saving people. That is it. The devil ain't saving shit. If that was the case, the devil would have saved himself, which he can't even do. That's why I'm telling y'all. Do not allow this negative energy to trick you about your salvation, your promised land. Do not fall for their rituals or their practices. You see who they call themselves the J-ish people. Those are warlocks too and witches. Those ain't the chosen people. The chosen people are copper. The chosen people have pigmentation, meaning they can stand in front of the sun and all they gonna do is the pigment change. That's it. We don't have no descendants or ancestors from being in the Caucasus Mountains. And don't think because a person avatar is YT that they spirit is. Donald Trump, avatar YT, spirit black, copper, neuromelon. So don't go by that. You will know if you of divinity. Remember all them times where somebody tried to back you up into a wall and you got out of it? It's because you were divinity. The devil wouldn't have helped you get out of it. The devil would have seen you get your back up against that wall and would have got popcorn and soda and would have sat down and watched you struggle to see if you can get loose. Now God Almighty come through with that shoe and hit them on the back of their fucking head and say, turn them loose, damn it. And when God Almighty hit them on the back of their head, if they don't let go, they gonna know some shit. I'm telling you, they gonna know some shit. You ain't gotta hit me twice, shit. I felt you the first fucking time. Let me get the fuck from up out of here. This is how you know that these people are mental patients, because how the fuck you get hit with a mighty blow? Like the grandma said, Big Mama said from off of Soul Food. If you ball that fist up, it'll be a mighty blow. How the fuck you get hit by a mighty blow and you still out here? These motherfuckers be hooked up to they be in the ICU unit and be still trying to do spell word. I just can't. That's what I'm saying, telling you, Sleepy. That ain't nothing but God Almighty. That's why I give all praise and worship. Anything. I can win $2. Like I ordered me a 3-piece wing dinner from Bojangles. They gave me 4-piece. I was talking about you greedy. Bitch, I'm not greedy. I'm giving praise to God Almighty. That wasn't nothing but God Almighty, baby. Give me an extra wing. The fuck you mean? Don't play with it. And they were fresh. Do not play with it. I'm thankful for everything. Y'all, my next live, it'll probably be tomorrow. Cause I'm in my homeboy house. I've been telling y'all like it's quiet in there. You feel me? But we've been gambling on these little game thingies, right? These little it's free money. It's not our money. Well, that little thing, y'all. This shit pissed me off, and I knew I shouldn't have posted on Facebook. I feel like somebody tried to send me some negative energy. South Carolina messed my goddamn shit up, and there was gonna be like $11,000 deposited inside my fucking bank account. South Carolina fucked my goddamn shit up. Oregon beat the shit out they asses. Fuck my goddamn shit up. Illinois won. Something else. Carolina won. Arizona won. Trying to think. Somebody else won, y'all. But that motherfucker fucked my goddamn shit up. Fuck my motherfucking shit up. It had me saying I don't even want to play no more. That shit pissed me off when I seen South Carolina fuck my shit up. Because it's like, how you got all these green checks, you got one red X, make you want to go to South Carolina and beat they fucking ass. But anywho, it wasn't my money, so I don't give a fuck. Yeah, that's what I'm on, FanDuel. That's what I'm on. Because it's like these fake ass people, fake ass friends, fake family members, they ain't gave me my money yet. So God Almighty going to give me in a different way. And then they still going to let's say somebody owe me 40 bands, right? God Almighty going to give me the 40 bands from off of any type of way. And then them people still going to have to give me my 40 bands. Like, and that's just not for me. It's for all y'all. That's just an example. If somebody took something from you and you ain't got it, they were trying to postpone it or hold it. God Almighty going to give you something like that equals to that or greater value, and then they still gonna have to pay you whatever the fuck they thought, and then they gonna get punished, like go to prison. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all saw that document on the 19th where they was talking about how they did the little kids in Nickelodeon, how they grown now. I told y'all, just go back and watch my old lives. I said, listen, y'all, this is the frequency of truth. Only truth is going to be settled. So if you a lie, you told a lie, you live in a lie, you're going to be sought out, okay? And please stop thinking otherwise. Don't listen to nobody else. Listen to me, whether you evil or not evil. Listen, anything that's not the truth or anything that's not of justice will be fucking, you're going to get caught instantly. Meaning, if you are living a lie, it's going to be shown that you're living a lie. If you told a lie on somebody, it's going to be revealed. The truth is going to be revealed in the whole world, or whoever. Everybody's going to know that you were the liar in everything that you did. God Almighty is giving. When you try to point a finger at somebody, it's 3 pointing back at you. If you're going to point a finger, you better make sure you point that bitch in truth. A lot of these people point their fingers in lies. So that's what I'm saying, telling you. If you're doing unjust shit, justice is going to be served against you. If you out here telling a lie, the truth is going to, I'm telling you, only the truth set people free. And majority of these people have the energy is they ain't gonna ever tell the truth. That's why that's why they remain in captivity. But do anybody want to get a reading before me get to a field? Cause they keep fucking with me life. And then when I said that last time, that's when they did the reconnect and said in stream, because they see me. Listen, y'all, they don't want me to get no type of money, but man, don't give a fuck, because man, still gonna get money, man. I'm gonna get money. I'm gonna get some money. Motherfuckers is just mad because I ain't out here scamming or stealing it from people. Motherfuckers is mad because I ain't out here selling my soul or fucking for it. Motherfuckers is mad because I ain't out here. Now, I did ask a few people, or 3 people that I asked for some money from. But I'm not out here begging. I asked your ass one time and that's it. I'm not about to beg nobody for shit. It's either yes or no, and I keep it moving. But I'm not out here like that. They really want me to be out here on some stupid shit, but I'm not. I'm not gonna sell my soul for it. I'm not gonna steal or kill nobody for it. I'm not gonna do no shady or underhanded shit. What's for me doesn't involve me being in chaos, confusion, and conflict. What's for me don't involve me having to pick life or death situations. What's for me don't involve me seeing a sale. What's for me don't involve no negativity at all. Everything is positive. So if I see some shit that's negative or involving some negative shit, I already know it's not for me. So that there's no need for me to engage in it. You tell the truth and they don't like it, I already knew. God Almighty told me. You can, as I said, that the Empress is on here, y'all, with the fucking moon. God Almighty already showed me this. They gonna do this. A lot of people, fake ass friends and family members, when you elevate and ascend, you gonna make them, because they ain't healed their demons, or because they ain't healed themselves or kill their demons. They gonna try to make you seem like you better than them, or some of them is, and then some of them gonna be calling you a liar because they don't want people to, like, God Almighty prepped me for everything, so I already knew what the fuck it is and what the fuck it was. That's why I tell y'all, when y'all going in y'all shit, don't worry, God Almighty gonna prep you for everything. God Almighty do not leave you out here to dry. God, I'm telling y'all, God Almighty ain't just do this for me because I'm a fucking ascended master. This is what God Almighty does for all divine beings. That's how I know for a fact, when you know who you are, that's how I know for a fact that the people that's supposed to be in the community that I'm in, which they're not in the community that I'm in, because I'm in the divinity community. They asses in motherfucking tarot community, the community of liars. They don't do none of the basic shit. Everybody get the same basic shit. You supposed to know energy. You ain't supposed to know cars. You supposed to know elements, not fucking zodiacs. You don't need nobody birthday, zodiac, none of that. Because God Almighty don't need that to know what the fuck you're doing. The proof is in the pudding. You ask yourself this: do God Almighty need your zodiac in order for God Almighty to help you? So why would the vessel that God Almighty chose? Why would God remember? Why are you great? Because you come from greatness, right? Okay then. So if God Almighty don't need a zodiac, that means you don't need a zodiac either. If you need a zodiac, that's because you don't come from God Almighty. You come from Satan, the same motherfucker that need a zodiac. Because God Almighty don't need a zodiac. God Almighty ain't got to guess or go ask your neighbor what the fuck is on your heart. God Almighty can look for God Almighty's self. Satan got to snoop around and go and get people who's your secret haters to know what the fuck is on your heart. And even then, they don't even be knowing. I'm telling y'all, I'm giving you the truth. God Almighty don't get all that. God Almighty like that. The devil, do you think the devil gonna say, oh, well, if I throw a mighty blow everything, that motherfucker won't be confident? Because every blow that motherfucker try to make somebody else try and knock them the fuck out. I'm very much so sure that God Almighty is confident. If God Almighty wanted to knock me the fuck out, God Almighty could. And I'm a big stepper for God Almighty. But if God Almighty felt as though, what the fuck you think gonna happen? Exactly. All praises to God Almighty that I'm on God Almighty's side and nobody else's. Y'all better make sure y'all playing on the right team. Cause playing for the wrong team, I'm sitting here telling you, I be praying like God Almighty, please show everybody that's a God or a goddess one by one with these people that you get in, so they'll know. Because I'm telling you, if people out here doing spell work, see somebody get flipped and die a certain way, I bet you money on it, they won't light up another fucking candle. They won't do shit because they'll know. That proof is in that goddamn pudding. They'll be too fucking scared. See, people is getting flipped over, but God Almighty not showing them. So they can keep on lighting up candles and shit. And then when they get flipped over, that's what I'm telling you. God Almighty works in mysterious ways, and only people that really roll with God Almighty know stuff. God Almighty is not going to trust none of you niggas with none of the information that God Almighty isn't trusted us with. You got to put in work and show and prove to God Almighty. Y'all out here trying to prove to the world that you famous, money, or you this and that. You got some type of talent or gift. No, I prove to God Almighty, and that's it only. To let God Almighty know, hey, I'm a true divine feminine. I'm a goddess. I play for you. Every day I make sure from sunrise to sunset, reassure God Almighty to let God Almighty know I'm still on your side. You ain't got to worry about me switching up. Because we locked in. Ain't no switching up. I'm glued to you. That's super glue. Nail glue. However, what type of glue? Gorilla glue. I'm not going nowhere. When you move, I move just like that. You tell me to lay down, you ain't got to tell me twice. I'm already on the ground because I felt the energy of you getting ready to say lay down because we so connected. You told me don't go where? Oh, you ain't got to tell me twice. I heard you the first time. I'm very obedient. When you tired of taking L's, y'all say y'all be tired of taking L's. I don't believe you. It's like if you keep going down the street and water keep hitting you at once, it's like you gonna pay attention. You feel me? Like you gonna start noticing. Okay, when I get at this point, write this down. Water come out. Like y'all ain't doing none of that. Y'all gotta make sure that you set yourself up to win. Don't set yourself up to fail. Don't be like these fucking mental patients out here that's trying to do dirty work. The fucking gods and goddesses. They dumb as fuck. Majority of us is like the ones that trying to do the spell work on is in grace periods. Stupid. Guaranteed that they gonna get the max in prison. And then someone was supposed to stop, right? Somebody went to court. I saw a lot of them still go to court. And the judge told them some fucked up shit that they didn't want to fucking hear. They scared than a motherfucker. And then all they hear is energy saying, because it's being placed upon them. It keep reminding them, had you had stopped right here, had you had this. That's what I'm telling you. I seen them all sitting in a sunken place, dwelling on shit like, damn, if only I would have stopped. What, like asking themselves, why do I dislike this person so much? It's too late. A lot of them done got to that point. This is Ramadan. The world is fasting. Getting rid of evil and negative, low vibe shit. Shit that doesn't serve the motherfucking vibration or the frequency. Shit that don't serve humanity. So you gotta be real with yourself. If you ain't been serving humanity, then that means you got to go. Your time is up. If you a lie, your time is up. Well, I'm about to get off of here since don't nobody want a reading. Anybody want to book a reading, let me know. Email me at spinkstarot@yahoo.com. I accept Cash App, which has a fee depending on what you pick. My Cash App is $S Spinkstarot. My Zelle is spinkstarot@yahoo.com. Shout out to Issa and Vera Eldo Santos for the Western Union. That's my third form of payment, which only has a flat out $10 fee because I have to go pick it up. If you book a reading with me, whether you book a reading or don't, I still fuck with you as long as you're not evil or negative. If you send a donation or you don't, I still fuck with you as long as you're not evil or negative. If you would like to send a donation, which is not required but greatly appreciated, You can cash app or Zelle me. When it comes to my HPBs and divine beings, I'm sending you guys nothing but love, light, peace, joy, healing, and protecting energy. May the Most High, ELOHYM, Source, Allah, the Creator, the highest of the high, be with you, within you, and surrounding you. What's up, Alana? Yeah, it's time to get off of here. Anybody want to get to reading? I'm about to get off. Alana, you joined the live late, but they were fucking with it anyway. Oh, fuck face weasels. If you would like to do a therapy session, or come to me, and y'all, that little hoe, that little fake ass magical flowers, trying to call herself mama. Any bitch with the word mama in a fucking name, y'all need to leave them alone, because it's a witch movie, a demon movie with that lady named mama. Y'all better cut that shit out. Talking about come and talk to me. These hoes, that's what I'm telling you. Y'all should know she a witch. This bitch can't come up with nothing. With nothing. Remember this, y'all, especially you masculines. Especially you masculines. If you dealing with a female and that bitch ain't creative on her own, and what you do is you test her ass by herself, no phone, no nothing. Quiz that bitch. If she can't come up with creativity or nothing, that bitch not a divine feminine. I'm telling you she not. Every fucking divine feminine on this earth or through any plane dimension is fucking creative. That's why men are creative, because of the feminine energy that's within them. And let me say this about Leos, right? Because somebody gonna say y'all not that powerful. What's the powerful source of energy, or the powerful thing that God Almighty created? It's the sun. You can live without water. August Leos has the strongest portal. It ain't Leo season that has the strongest thing, but when Leo season come up, if you're not confident, strong, and all, if you happen to be a Leo and Leo, then that fucking hurt your solar day. Ooh, that's just make shit more potent. You take that, hold it aside. It's the beauty in the Leo. They cut out Rick. Well, I'm about to get off here because I some haters. Oh, fuck face, please. Get riding and shit. Y'all have a good day.